To be nominated for Leader of the Year is an absolute honor. There are so many amazing girls within our practice, just as I know there are in the 5X program. But to tell you about my leadership journey, I do have to give you a little bit of a backstory. So my passion for dentistry came to light when I was 16 years old. I was a patient sitting in Dr. Holly's chair, and from that very first appointment, I could see that he and his team were totally different than any other healthcare professionals I've ever seen, and I wanted to be a part of what he represented. So I pursued my career in dentistry, and whenever I did my internship, he actually allowed me to do that here. He hired me on whenever I graduated the program for dental assisting, and it's just been a work family for me, and I've felt at home ever since. I contribute my motivation and my drive to my grandfather. He was my very first best friend, and he always instilled very valuable morals in me. He stressed the importance of being someone I could be proud of, someone that never settled and was always focused and always positive. Whenever I was a little girl, up until he passed, every time I would leave his house, he would say, "Don't take any wooden nickels." I didn't really know what that meant at first, so I didn't really take that to heart. But as I grew and as I got to thinking on that more, I realized now what he was saying is, never settle for less than what you deserve and know your worth. So ever since that time, that's kind of been a life motto for me. And I do feel like that's what contributes a lot to my success as a leader here within the practice and what helps me be successful in life in general. So from the beginning of my career, for the first 6 years or so, I was what you would call a busy worker bee. I was on from the moment I walked in to the moment I walked out. I wasn't in any sort of type of leadership role, but the team did know that they could count on me to get things done. I didn't really voice my opinion on things, and that was fine. I just wanted to be doing my job and do it well. I did several trainings, went to several seminars. I did whatever I could to be a more efficient, more productive asset to the team. So in December of 2016, that was about 6.5 years into my career, that's when Dr. Holly introduced us to the idea of the Scheduling Institute. I would say from that very first time that I heard about it, I was the main advocate for the Scheduling Institute. I was the one motivating our team and really getting them engaged on the trainings and the things that they had and the things that they showed us to set into place for our practice and for our patients. I did see the potential that our practice had and that our team had, and it really excited me to know that we now had a pathway and we had a support team to guide us on the way to go as far as we ever dreamed of going. Before we could really wrap our heads around the whole concept, we were growing, we were exceeding, we were becoming bigger than we ever thought about being, and this happened to be at a time when our team was at a minimal. Not to mention, one of our biggest assets, one of the most productive team members that we have, was going on maternity leave. So I saw the situation that was before us, and I knew if something did not happen, if I didn't act, then we were going to be a sinking ship. So that was at a time that our production could have been at an all-time low with not having her here to support us. But actually, when I look back at the numbers, I was able to help motivate the team and increase revenue by 15% as the average daily production. So this all began in January, and by that March, Dr. Holly saw something in me. He saw that I was ready and I had the fire in me, so he asked me to become his executive assistant for the practice, and that fire has not dwindled since then. So from that point, I started recruiting new all-star team members. Most of them have taken on leadership roles themselves. There are several individuals that weren't even in the dental field to begin with, and now they are taking on that bigger role, and that really makes me proud to know that I had a hand in that and that they are growing themselves professionally and personally. So taking the growth and the changes that we had from the previous year, along with our all-star team members, I knew that 2018 was going to be a year for the books. So along with the new team members, I also did recruit an awesome associate dentist who is increasing productivity. He's also making patient relations. He has a wonderful assistant that is supporting him along the way. I've also hired 3 new people today, so I'm going to onboard them in January, so I know that 2019 is going to be an impeccable year. Not only has our revenue increased, but also our overall office bond and office culture. We actually hosted our very own culture day here in our practice. Myself and 2 other leaders hosted that. At that culture day, they awarded me an award of overall office cheerleader and the glue that holds us all together. And honestly, when I saw that award and I heard the things that they had said about me, it absolutely warmed my heart. So office morale is at an all-time high now, and to know that I've had a hand in that and helped create this opportunity and create this overall office culture is an incredible feeling. I would say that my biggest impact on this practice is inspiring, uplifting, and empowering the women that we have here to become and go as far as their wildest dreams allow them to go. My success can be measured by their new confidence that radiates from them, their professional development, as well as their personal development. They are buying new homes, they're growing their family, they're paying off debt, and that is an amazing feeling to have, to know that I have helped with that. It is absolutely my goal to continue leading and inspiring these girls to be this category of one practice for not only the patients, but for the team as a whole.